When the wolf lays he cuts his tongue and he thinks he's really having a good and he drinks and he licks and puts his fingers up and he kills himself. That's what the imperialists did to us with cats on pain.
I'd like to say, may Bunjala creators surround you all and keep you safe on country. On behalf of our elders, I say Womanjika, Wurundjeri Ballot Yemen Gundibik, which means welcome to the home of Wurundjeri country. We wish to welcome you from the tops of the trees to the roots in the ground, because when you look after this country, this beautiful, beautiful city, it will look after you. So let's walk together, because you know what, I'm sick of being a second-class citizen. So let's walk together arm in arm, hand in hand, culture to culture. We have a beautiful city here and we need to protect it, we need to look after our people that are suffering, and we need to do it together. So thank you.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land! Always was, always will be! Always was, always will be! Always was, always will be! Always was, always will be!
Welcome to Wurundjeri, all you fellas! Well done, all you young people! A lot of energy here in Melbourne today.
Happened 42 years ago. You know, there was an awakening and a fire lit. The same is happening today. I'm so proud of our young ones. They will be the catalyst who will bring about the greatest amount of change for our people. You know what? I'm so proud. That's right. There's no pride in genocide. Thank you very much. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back.
I totally understand if you've got an anxiety disorder or claustrophobia or something, but if you're standing by while this shit is happening, you can't stand there and do nothing like a fucking sheep, okay? You've got to get involved. Somebody is taking Aboriginal people's homes. They're coming into black people's houses and taking their shit. You can't fucking do that. You can't do that. This is Aboriginal land. It always will be.
Always was, always will be! Always was, always will be!
Always was, always will be. Aboriginal land. Always was,
Always will be!
always will be. Aboriginal land. Aboriginal land.
Stop the forced closures in WA. What they're doing is wrong, and this is why we're standing here today. You know, our word's being spoken, and it's about time we see change.
There's a lot of people here. We make a very big point about shutting down this city circle. You know why? If they're going to shut down all of our communities all over this country, well, we're going to sit right on their doorstep and stare them right in the face, because we're not going anywhere. We will not assimilate.
Forced closure. It should not happen. Not in our own country. We should be all housed in our own country. The government owes us 200 years of back rent. They shouldn't take us off our land. They are committing genocide. Where are they going to house all these mobs? They're going to have a tent city like Soweto.
Rotund man in Perth there, Mr. Barnett, wants to close our communities just like that. Now, it is shame, it is a big shame, but it's no surprise, because this is not new. This is not new. This is all they've ever done. They hit the East Coast here first, Tassie, East Coast. Australia's a big vast land. It took a bit of time for them to get over there. That's one thing I'd like the people in the Kimberley to know how precious you are. You are so precious. And please, don't take it for granted that you're in your country and you speak your language if you're lucky enough to do that. I'm a proud Bard and Yarra woman from the Kimberleys, a community called Lombardina. I've been over here studying white man's ways so that they can take me seriously. It's not until I come here and I get this white man education that they will actually listen, and that's fucked up. My family have worked so hard all their years to prepare the land for me and the generations to come after me. We do not own the land owns us.
We do not stand for this. We will come together and we'll say, no, doesn't matter that you're halfway across the country. We stand together because we are one mob. We are one family. We are one blood. We are one community. So, on the count of 3, I want you to give the loudest yell, scream, whatever you feel like doing to make it heard through to the left, to the right, to the front, to the back. I want you to scream with the passion in which I know is deep down inside of you. That's what's caused you to come out here to stand with us together. So, in 1, I want you to scream as loud as you can. Don't be ashamed of it. No shame, no gain. 2, I want you to scream so your ancestors can hear you and it goes into the next generation. 1, 2, 3!
Hey, you mob. Hey, you mob.
Come back.
Hey, all you mob. Just give me 5 minutes of your time, and I'm gonna try to channel a little of black life. See, my people still stand, but they stand in line for bags of wine to help them to abandon their lives. Can't handle their minds. Some people act in surprise. You push the people off the land, sit back and expect drive. Expect them to thrive up in a system of lies. Flick them a few dollars here, wipe the tears from your eyes. We might be saying farewell because we ain't gonna fare well on a system of welfare dependency. And if you think it's farewell, as welfare to say that in my own opinion it can never be. While grog distracts the poor, media paints them as the enemy, and the state locks up slaves in penitentiaries. I can't let the hatred get to me. This pain could be the death of me, but I ain't gonna let it. I'll let the pain be my purpose and my brain be the furnace for the flames that are burning as I state my message. See, it ain't so cool to talk about revolution no more, but I see black babies starving on stone floors. I see a government spending on war, putting bullets into people, and what for? Well, some say it's for oil and shit. I don't know, but I know it ain't where I want my taxes to go. We got a state of emergency in our own backyard. The facts are hard to take, but ain't hard to grasp. When the colour of your skin gives you a decade and a half less than middle class. And if that ain't hard, take another decade spent behind bars, and it's like your life's over before your life starts.
We are fighting for our land. We are fighting for our people. We are fighting for our
that's how it's been from the beginning of time.
My name's Viv Malo. I'm a Goonyandi woman. I live Collingwood, an Aboriginal community, and I'm in the streets with, I reckon, a couple of thousand people here today to protest against the forced closures in Western Australia. My family, I don't know what you call a remote community, but it's our ancestral lands, has been for a very long time, and they're facing a real threat, and it's completely unacceptable. It's just, and it feels like something's happening, that Aboriginal people are rising up, and we're not taking it anymore, being told what to do left, right and centre till there's nothing left, you know, so that's what everyone's doing in the street today.
What do you...
And we'll keep coming back till this is, I don't know, until we're safe, you know.
We had a great rally to support the strengthening of Indigenous Australia, not closing down communities, but we've got to strengthen the communities in Australia.
Well, we all came together as one in support of the people who are forced off their, we're going to support the people who are being forced off their homelands. I don't want to be complacent that it's not going to happen over here to my homelands, but we're here in numbers today. We're going to be here in numbers on the 1st of May. We're going to go to camp ceremony, but we have survived. I want the government to know that we are not expendable.
We're with our next generation, and we are loud and proud from the city of Melbourne. Warriors of the Aboriginal resistance! Justice will be ours! We are sovereign people! Thank you!
I was here in 1972. We done the same thing back then. Sat in a circle. Mind you, it wasn't Flinders and Swanson Street. It was Burke and Elizabeth Street. But it was a Friday, peak hour, the start of the land rights movement. 43 years later, we're still doing it. No matter how many steps forward they say they take for us, they take them back off us. Nothing that's been given to us, what little, has remained. Everything that's been promised has been broken. The little that has been given has been threatened to be taken off us.
We've been waiting for that word, that phrase, one mob, because that's what it's about, and no one's excluded from that. As soon as you hear that, you know you're part of something, you know you always were a part of something, you know you always be a part of something, and it speaks to your bones, because we're all one mob, we're all fighting the same fight, we're all walking the same walk, we're all just passing through, and we'll all go back into the same ground.
My name's Christy Lee. I'm gathered here with my Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander brothers and sisters, fighting for the future of this country and supporting our brothers and sisters over in WA who face the threat of their communities being demolished by the government. So it's been a fantastic rally and another one on May the 1st.